All right, I want to tell you guys about how I lost $100,000 in one day, and this is the absolute best day that everybody talks about. It's Amazon Prime Day. So in Prime Day 2017 was the biggest sales day in e-commerce history in the United States, and then it was topped up by Cyber Monday, but it's just about to be Amazon Prime Day here in 2018. And so I just want to tell you guys a little bit about what you can expect and something that you absolutely must have. So typically, I think it's about 250% increase in sales just across the website for Amazon Prime Day. So this is pretty big. It's very huge. Individual units can move a lot more quantity too, depending on if you have a lightning deal or not. So be looking out and definitely prepare for it. But the biggest thing that you can do to prepare is to set a minimum order quantity. Now, I was kind of a noob and I was never doing giveaways, so I never had any reason to set a minimum order quantity because with the units I was selling, people would buy them in bulk. So I was having people who would buy 50 to 100 units on quite average. So I never thought of a reason to do that. And then all of a sudden, I got a hijacker. And what he did was they waited until Prime Day and they bought literally every single one of my units on every one of my SKUs. And I was going crazy at first. I had over $100,000 in sales by 9 a.m. But then I was like, wait a minute. Why are these orders so huge? Because I went in to look at my orders and there were all these large quantities. So I started to investigate. I said, something's not right here. And then all of a sudden I got hijackers right away. But luckily I was able to call into Amazon and cancel these orders. But my inventory got froze up for a couple days. And essentially what they were doing is they were using fake credit cards because the way that Amazon works, they'll place the order, they'll start to move your inventory. And then once it goes to ship, then they try to charge the credit card. And then it'll fail, and then your inventory will get stuck in limbo. So just make sure that you have set those minimum order quantities, especially for high sales volume days if you've got a good selling SKU, because that is going to be prime time that somebody's going to come in and hijack all your listings because they can come and just make a heyday on it. So I hope that this was helpful. Just make sure to watch out for that because Prime Day can be amazing, but it won't be amazing for you if you haven't set your minimum order quantity and somebody tries to screw you over. So I hope that this is nobody runs into the same problem that I had. Some people might be wondering, wait, how did you lose $100,000? I don't actually remember what my sales are because it was canceled in Amazon, so it got removed from their history, but it was a large order of literally all of my inventory, and I was doing 30,000 in sales a day, and then Prime Day is about 2.5 to 3 times increase, so you do that, and it's about $100,000 that I missed out on in sales, so that just clears that part up. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how we would actually set up the maximum order quantity. So what we would do is we would go over here. Let's look at my horse head example here. What we're going to do is pull up your inventory there and then go to the FBA here and hit edit. Now what's going to happen is it's different for every category is what I've found. So sometimes it'll be here on offer. It'll be right there on your max order quantity, or we'll scroll down and maybe it's down here. It changes every once in a while based on the category, but it's in here somewhere. And just go into here on max order quantity and just hit 30. Now the questions are, what do I set it to and when do I need? So I talked about my Prime Day example, but you also are going to want to do this for, let's say you're doing a launch, because there will be people who will buy up all of your inventory. If you don't make a one-time use coupon, there will be people who will take your coupon code and they're other resellers and they'll just buy up all your inventory. And then now you've put all this hard work into this listing and they technically bought your product at new, and there's just not too much you can do about it now. So make sure that it's there for your launches, for high sales days. Just in general, set this. And what are you going to set it to? Set it to something that's logical. Now, I mean, I did have 50 to 100 unit orders, so I kept to mine higher after I did make it, but I kept a watch on my sales and was ready to call Amazon. But it's going to be dependent on yours. I mean, mine was kind of a unique situation because I was selling eclipse glasses, but do look at your order history if you're already selling, or if you're not, do your best judgment. Maybe you'll miss out, but you can also have Amazon Business too, which is great. I'm pretty sure you can have a different minimum order quantity in there, or a maximum order quantity in there, and then you're going to be able to get those business buyers who are going to buy bulk. You may miss out on 1 or 2 big sales, but the protection that it offers you is quite great. You could change it just when you're doing a launch and then take it off and increase it more, but do the things. Make sure you use your launch codes right if you do product discounts, and hope that nobody runs into the issues that I did, and on to the next one.